All right, so water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Your energy for this weekend is the Knight of Cups. So maybe, you're already in your energy. Maybe you are feeling very romantic. Maybe you have been seeing synchronicities, seeing 1111. Maybe you have a twin flame that you're connecting to. You could also be just following your intuition or feeling very creative, working with music and art and things of that nature. All right, so you also have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have Strength. Then you also have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. All right, so for one, I feel that you could have potentially two people competing for you, and maybe you are feeling very confident and also maybe kind of playing hard to get. It does seem like maybe you're getting a lot of attention. You might be getting compliments. Maybe people are calling you beautiful, or asking, do you model, or have you ever modeled, or comparing you to a model. But yeah, it seems like you could have like people competing for you. There also could be a situation where you and another person are both interested in the same person. Could be some of that going on too. But there are competitive energies around you. Not only competitive, but I see energies of resistance. So for whatever reason, someone is kind of showing some sort of self-restraint when it comes to attraction, flirtation, and things of that nature. And maybe someone is doing that either because, let's say you're not single, but you're getting a lot of attention from a lot of attractive people. So it's tempting, but you are in a relationship, so you're trying to remain loyal. Or maybe you're suspicious of your partner cheating or whatever. It's likely that they're still remaining loyal, but temptation is there. Or maybe it's a professional situation and, there's not supposed to be any love at the workplace. And so it's like, nope, can't do that. And so everyone is trying to contain themselves and be professional or very, reserved. But whatever the case, I feel like when it comes to physical attraction to somebody, there's resistance. So another thing I'm seeing is going back to intuition. There may be something that you're supposed to be doing, but you're fighting against it. And your intuition is telling you, this is what you should do, or maybe you should just do this or do that, and you're fighting against it. And I feel that circumstances are going to become more and more difficult for you until you do go along with something new or some sort of change. So it's basically just being pushed out of your comfort zone, and you might start feeling pressure from the universe to go in a new direction. Also, if you've been very reserved or closed-minded about something, you're being forced to be open-minded or to look at the bigger picture when it comes to certain things. maybe you had a preference when it came to dating and you were adamant about that, but something keeps, but at the same time, like you're attracted, strongly attracted to someone who you don't normally date. And it's like starting to bother you because maybe you really like this person, you really want to get to know this person, so you're torn between what you feel on the inside and what other outsiders are saying you should be dating, or your family. And now you're just kind of like trying to be open-minded about it, like maybe I should just open up to this person or go out on a date with this person or what have you. So it does seem like maybe you're being pushed to open your mind or expand your horizons in a sense. Let's say you never wanted to live in a certain place and you were like, no, this is the neighborhood that I want to live in. I do not want to live in that other neighborhood. And not that the other neighborhood is bad, but you just like had your heart set on this one particular neighborhood. And so something happens where now you're just like, you know what, maybe the other neighborhood isn't that bad. Let me go look at it. These are some nice areas, or, this does have a lot of my wish list. So whatever it is, you're being forced to kind of like broaden your horizons. You also might find yourself traveling or going on some sort of a trip. You might catch a flight somewhere. It could be last minute. Or maybe you're just driving. Maybe it's just short trips around the neighborhood, but you're getting out, especially if you're normally introverted. So something could be pushing you to get out and drive around, get some air. And I feel like you're also going to be very busy this weekend too. But even if you are busy, it seems like you're passionate about whatever this is. You feel motivated, so you don't mind kind of working under pressure. Maybe you feel like you need this and you're like, oh, and it just seems like you're busy and doing a lot of things over the weekend. Now, also in regards to people in your life, there may be a need for you to like tie up loose ends. Maybe you are needing to give closure to certain people or certain situations. It's likely you could have like a conversation with someone that's been long overdue. Maybe you didn't want to do it, but now you're pushing yourself to have like a conversation with someone. So it seems like you're going to be very expressive this weekend as well. And then, like I said, I see the creativity coming through. So yeah, feel like you have a busy and passionate weekend ahead. Yeah. So it does look like there's a situation where maybe you were trying to play by the rules, or you were being very reserved or refined, but now you're kind of like being pushed out of that comfort zone. It's like, come on, like let your hair down, break the rules, live a little. So whatever's going on, it feels like you are initially uncomfortable because you're trying to be professional, or you're trying to have a certain type of image. But I kind of feel like there's more value in authenticity. I feel like you're also trying to find out some sort of information about a family, like you're doing some sort of research maybe you're doing research about a building. It's something that you're trying to understand. You also may be trying to find out if you share a bloodline with someone, if you guys are related. Maybe you found out you and another person had the same last name and you're just like, oh, I wonder if we're related. And you're just kind of like looking into that. It seems too like maybe you're having to wear a mask in order to get a job done. You're like, I'm not usually this, bossy, or I'm not usually this creative, but I am embodying so-and-so, and this is helping me to be more productive, be more creative. So I don't know, it does kind of seem like maybe you're taking on some other type of personality in order to achieve something. In the workplace, I feel like there could be some sort of pettiness or competition going on. Could be more, several people competing for, an open position at work. I also feel like you might go over somebody's head, an authoritative figure. Like you're supposed to be, following somebody's rules, but you're going to go over them to their boss. I did that before. Well, again, I just kind of feel like you're coming off very attractive, and this just makes you feel good, getting attention. It also may be confirmed that someone's been thinking about you. And then ultimately, I feel like you're going to be glad that you did follow your intuition. If you're traveling, there's a possibility of getting stuck or delayed. There also could be an issue with your car rental. Now, if you are a business person, it seems like you are making business moves. And it seems like you have your eyes set on something. You're like, okay, I must conquer this or accomplish that. So you seem very driven when it comes to career. In a love situation, somebody from a distance misses you. Maybe this person's been thinking about you, or they feel bad about the way things ended. An opportunity might open up for two people to connect, especially more so if this is about like a reconciliation. If you have multiple job interviews, I feel like one of them you're not going to get, but you'll get the other one. I feel like you're also going to have some sort of psychic vision. Something happens. You have some sort of premonition. And it's like you're seeing into the future. You also might not want to believe what you're experiencing. Maybe it's scary. I also feel like somebody is always dreaming about war. Maybe you fought in a war in a previous life. I'm hearing the name Marcus for somebody. I don't know if you're thinking about Marcus or Marcus is thinking about you. And I feel like somebody is trying to block off a telepathic connection that they have. Yeah, the last part of this is still kind of talking about having a connection with someone that you're trying to stop or block. Maybe you're in denial of it, or you think you're crazy or seeing things. But I feel like you're being asked to just embrace some sort of connection that you have with somebody, even if it's at a distance. Like, trust what you're feeling. I feel like this is some sort of communication, and it could be spiritual communication. It's likely too that you're going to go towards your fears. Yeah, like a fear or something that you were doubtful about. You're going towards it. You're like, okay, I'm going to go towards this. I'm not going to avoid it anymore. I'm going to go ahead and go towards it. You also could be taking a secret trip somewhere. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, so you have financial constraints, journey, door to romance, and then overall energy, storm warning. All right, so there could be some sort of destruction in your path. It almost seems too like you could be forced to either relocate or to move out or to stay away. Like maybe there was a terrible flood in your building, or maybe, you know, you were in Jamaica or you live in Jamaica and know somebody this could be happening around you. And because property was destroyed, like somebody needs to leave or vacate. So I feel like there could be something literal in a sense of someone having to vacate. But I feel that this is a situation where it starts off kind of unfortunate, but leads to something great or where you need to be. You could be seeing synchronicities of 33s. But it does look like maybe something has to be taken away from you in order to get you to pivot or to go in a new direction. And that also could tie in with the main part of the reading where it's like, you know, you start to feel some sort of pressure on you to change or pivot. Also, a love situation could be born out of disaster. And if you've been suffering some sort of emptiness, especially whether it be financially or emotionally, I feel that you're going to find what you're looking for, or you will find that fulfillment. I say especially if it's emotional. Maybe, you know, you had a sense of loss, or a lack of value, or quality in people, in relationships, and it could be that you're off to find that. So if you're in a relationship, again, there could be something disastrous that forces you and your partner to spend some quality time together. And I also feel like any disaster that's happening around you might be like your subconscious, or like a reflection of what's going on inside of you. If you feel like a wreck inside, or scatterbrained, or just at a loss, that type of thing could be manifesting around you. And so maybe there is a need to, you know, center yourself and channel and manifest by first changing your perspective. Like, that's the main manifestation that I believe in, is changing your perspective, and then your situation kind of like conforms to your new train of thought. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.